What's up and happy Friday. This is your host Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible Today and Non-Fungible Tomorrow, and I am here almost every day besides when I am sick or I'm feeling very tired. A few days ago I took my third booster shot and I wasn't feeling so well, so I didn't do my stream for 2 days, but now I'm back and I'm back with an announcement. I'm very excited to announce that the Non-Fungible TCHQ at Decentraland will host an opening event on this Sunday at 2 p.m. UTC, which is around 10 p.m. Hong Kong time. So if you are interested, feel free to check out my tweet. It's a pinned tweet on my Twitter. You can click on this and you can participate in the event. So basically, you could also retweet this in order to participate in a giveaway. Okay. So what will happen is that the event will be on Google Meets Decentraland, but myself and the speakers will be on Google Meets. Okay. So it will be like a Google Meets, and if you can't go to Decentraland, it's totally fine. I'll be streaming it with my computer. So bear with me if my computer is very slow or whatever, but you will see it on you could see Decentraland streaming directly on the Google Meet. So the Google Meet is a place where you want to be. So in order to join the Google Meets, you can actually enter this calendar. I have a link where you can actually add the event to your calendar, and then at the time it will remind you of the event, and then you can jump into the Google Meet immediately, right? So if you're new to Decentraland, it's totally fine. The whole point of doing this whole event is to introduce you to the potentials of the Metaverse, what type of Metaverse they are. So basically what will happen is that in the beginning, I'll teach you how to enter Decentraland, how to enter this gallery, right? Because this is the opening event of the gallery. And so everything will be mirrored on Google Meet with a guided tour, so don't be afraid if you're missing out, if you can't be in Decentraland. If you're outside or if you're on a mobile, you can still participate in the Google Meets, right? So what will happen is that I will start the event by sharing my vision of the gallery, like why I created the space and why I wanted to use this to support artists that have a presence in the Metaverse. And also by then we would have the architect, the company that worked behind it, Kenny from Fireworks Design Studio. So they are the people who built this, right? I didn't build this myself. You really need someone who knows 3D to help you build in Decentraland. So the designer will come and share the design story behind this building, and then afterwards we have some amazing artists work being displayed here, right? So we'll have confirmed artists of the Philosopher, William, Amazing Deva, Savvy Loves Art, Big Pissy, Viz, Wasco, Vanish, and Nikki and Ro to share about the different type of NFTs that I placed it there, right? And then the most important thing is no party would be complete without giveaways. So what will happen is that so you have to be on Google Meets to participate in these giveaways, right? I will share a POAP link in the stream. So if you're there, you could click on a link to get the POAP, or you can scan a QR code to get the POAP. So you will actually get a POAP by participating, right? But it has to be in Google Meets. It's not in Decentraland, just so you know. So that the reason why I did this is that more people could join the Google Meets, and you can have more Q&A, more interactions. You could listen to the speaker sharing. It'll be more interactive, but at the same time, everything will be mirrored on Decentraland. So by the end of the stream, we would like to draw two prizes. The first one is that if you're interested in displaying some sort of stuff in Decentraland, I will give you a 7 days free and priority gallery exhibition for June 2022. So if you win that, if you're an artist, congratulations, you can have a free exhibition at this part, so in Decentraland. But at the same time, if you are a Decentraland owner and you want to build things on your land, actually Kenny from Fireworks Design Studio is actually giving away one out of one building, right? So if you win this, you can actually put this really cool futuristic building into your Decentraland parcel. So that's why we have gifts for people who love POAPs. Okay, we have gifts for we have prizes for people who are interested in displaying the work in the Metaverse, and we also have prizes for people who are interested in having their own building and if they own land and to build their own gallery, right? So all of this, is really cool, right? So this is just what I wanted to share with you. So feel free to join. It will be on Sunday at 2 p.m. UTC. So always remember to join the Google Meets, okay? And it will be a great night to listen to the story of the artist and so on. You can't make it, it's totally fine. Everything will be recorded and I plan to upload it on the YouTube channel. But at the same time, if you want to join, but if you don't want to dox yourself, you want to remain anonymous, here's the tip for you is to do not connect your camera, okay? Do not connect your camera. and you can still join using voice. Okay. So pardon us for any technical issues. First of all, I'm doing the whole thing, hosting everything on my own, and this is my first time. It's my first time using Decentraland as well. To do something like this. So there would be some technical issues, some delay or whatever, but please bear with us. And also, yeah, that's it for the opening. So let us go to the news today. As we all see, stock futures fall on Friday as rates rise on the back of a strong job report, right? So right now we do see a lot of futures. Right now, pre-market is kind of negative, right? And also futures are dropping. And the reason for this is that Wall Street is set to open lower ahead of May's job report, okay? So hiring in the US remained elevated in May, okay? So non-farm payrolls added 390,000 jobs last month. And economists expected 328,000 jobs added, right? So more people are working, it's good. So numbers this strong would likely reverse any hopes the Fed would consider a pause in rate hikes after the June and July increases, right? So because it will signal the labor market remain very tight, okay? So it seems like there is some macro factors that is affecting the crypto market. If we look at the crypto market, this is the whole market. If we don't look at these special externalities, we look at in general, right? The market is kind of reddish, right? If we look at this, if we refresh this, the crypto global market cap is 1.22 trillion, which means that money have left the market. But at the same time, Bitcoin is at 29,000, Ethereum is at 1,762, right? So since my last streaming last time, actually, if you look at trading view, the market did drop a bit, right? We have, boom, these red candles, right? Let us look at like 1 hour time frame, right? We just had this huge, I wouldn't say huge, but now we're going to the previous support. Now we're testing kind of the previous support. If it breaks, there's a chance that it might go further down, right? Into the next previous support. So market is very shaky right now. And if you look at the news and like the macro news, you do understand why the market is shaky, because in general, the macro is not looking so good, right? So and also we have a lot of companies cutting jobs as well, which I will share about, especially crypto companies, right? So but I do believe that I wouldn't buy immediately. What I'll do is, if I were you, and if I have conviction that Ethereum will go back to 2,000, right? Buying any time at this price would definitely make you money, right? If we do believe that the merge would be successful, Ethereum 2.0 merge will be successful by the end of this year or Q4, then it is a no-brainer to buy. But the problem is, do you want to buy here or do you want to buy here, right? So if you can't time the market, the reason why people say you DCA, dollar cost average, is if you can buy here, you could allocate 50% of your capital here, it dumps here, you allocate another 50%. If it goes up back here, you made this 50% that you bought allocate here, right? You bought here, and then it goes back even higher, then you even make more money, right? So you can't really time the bottom, but a very smart way to do is DCA, or trade very quickly in this trading range, right? So as we all know, in the past month, it is kind of hovering in this range, right? Assuming that the market will go back up in the weekend, which we'll have to see, right? So let us look at on-chain data. I always look at on-chain data. So Bitcoin reserve, exchange reserve is positive. Net flow is negative. So it means that Bitcoin hasn't gone to the exchanges. And if we look at Ethereum, so it means that if there are more and more crypto entering into the exchanges and reserve, the reason why it is negative, it means that there's a higher selling pressure, right? People will sell immediately if they think that it will take the market a while to recover. So let us look at this, right? This is the exchange net inflow. And if we look at the recent few days, the price has gone down, but it seems like the whales have been accumulating, right? People are withdrawing some Bitcoin, but at certain days, right, we do have a lot of inflow higher than outflows, right, for Bitcoin. So it means that some people are trying to cash out as well, and that's why you see these red candles as well. So if we look at the market cap in the last 5 days, yes, as we all know, basically if the market tanks, the market cap would be reduced as well at the same time. So this is something that we'll have to know. So DeFi in general, we are still hovering at this here. I think after the lunar crash, and I do believe that since then, there isn't really a lot of confidence back in DeFi, right? It is always the money, moving within that space. There's no new money coming in. So that's why we're always hovering sideways, just like the market since the lunar crash. There's no special boom uptick, right, in DeFi. So that's for DeFi and the crypto market. If you look at NFTs in general, it's kind of a mixed market. But if you have been in the Ethereum chain, you know that the government town has been taking a lot of attention, right? And a lot of government derivative projects have been taking a lot of attention. But today they finally have a huge, have some corrections. As you can see, a 50% change, negative, and so on, right? And same for other different type of derivative projects related to Carbon Town, right? But it is kind of amazing to see how memes could be so powerful that a Carbon Town NFT without any special utility has 6.7 ETH floor price. So this is pretty much crazy. So it shows that even though in a crypto we have a kind of bear market, in macro we have kind of bear market, but it really doesn't affect the degens, right? It really doesn't affect the NFT market, right? And sometimes memes might even outperform projects or that have special utility, right? So if we look at the NFT market in terms of chain, we can see that the sales volume, buyers and the buyers is remaining low. And then in the last 24 hours, there's a decrease of 7.98% in terms of the sales volume for NFTs on Ethereum. But then there is an increase in Solana. So Solana right now we have more buyers than Ethereum if you believe in this chart. But it seems like the value of the Solana NFT are less higher than the Ethereum NFT, so that's why the volume of Ethereum is always higher, right? But at the same time, if we look at a bigger picture of the marketplaces, right? OpenSeas in the last 24 hours are slowly gaining back more users, so it means that people are coming back, but the volume isn't really coming back, right? But for Solana, we do have some small uptake with 8.5% increase in the last 24 hours. But it seems like volume is no longer exceeding OpenSea, right? Or Ethereum, right? So yeah, this is basically the market. And then we look at the Ethereum market on NFT Go, the sentiment is cold, right? So it seems like because the macro wise isn't doing so well, people are still conservative. They aren't really trading JPEGs, right? So this is important to know. And as I always say, this is almost closer to a break-even point. If this point is in the middle, it means that people in the last 30 days have made almost the same amount of people have made the profit and loss, right? So it will be very important to be careful on this to see that if it becomes a break-even point, it will be important to see that people will trade less, right? Because more people are losing money in the last 30 days. So the reason why people trade NFTs is that they think that there's a potential to make money, right? So if they don't make money, then people will trade less. So anyways, moving on to some daily news today. This post came out from BMW today. BMW wanted to promote the iX1 car. And so they did this advertisement, which is an outdoor 3D advertisement, and then they came out with a link, right? Which I really want to talk about today, because interestingly, this is kind of like a Metaverse journey, right? This is BMW saying that, oh, enter the Metaverse, right? And the really interesting thing I wanted to share is that actually, if you press enter, right? This is how it works, right? You could enter the BMW world. The interesting thing is that it uses ReadyPlayerMe avatar, right? So let's say for me, I'm Non-Fungible TC, right? You can actually create an avatar, let's say masculine, right? And then I can actually create an avatar. And this is powered by ReadyPlayerMe, right? For those of you who know, ReadyPlayerMe is kind of like the avatar solution where you have VR platforms, you have Substrata, a Metaverse platform that I talked about where it supports these 3D models, right? So the interesting thing is that they are now using a ReadyPlayerMe avatar, which has some relevancy with Web3 in the latest marketing campaign to promote the new car, right? So really cool, it shows your avatar, and then it will show, and then you can customize the color of your icon. So when you press enter, right, it will show you, oh, you can actually move your keyboard and your mouse, right? So press E to fly up, Q to come down. So what will happen is that actually this world is kind of like a multiplayer experience, right? You do see someone else here, right? And then it says collect all the dreams around the X1 in iX1 to see how you can transform the world, right? So this is the new car, right? So if you are wearing headphones, you can actually hear the music. So feel free to check this out. It is an immersive experience. It shows the car evolving and stuff like that. And then as you can see, I just collected a orb, right? So it would change the car, right? The car will become kind of like a undersea or something like that. And then if you collect another orb again, like this, it changes the whole thing again, right? Why not fly like a bird, right? And then the car changes as well. So I think this is a very interesting immersive experience to kind of show the different colors of the car and to really immerse other people in it, right? So why not fly like a bird? Okay. Why not swim like a shark? We did. And then if you collect this orb again, it will ask you to take a photo. So what you can do is you can boom, take a photo, and then ka-ching, you did take a photo, and then you can actually download it or share it on social media, right? And then after that, you got the selfie. You can actually animate in this metaverse, right? Well, kind of like a metaverse platform, right? So the reason why I wanted to show you this is that brands don't necessarily have to ride on certain metaverse platform in order to create an experience, but they could borrow Web3 elements, right? Like for example, this one, ReadyPlayerMe interoperable avatars, right? So I just want to share this with you, seeing how BMW is embracing metaverse technology, or something we call immersive technology, where it is trying to showcase the car, but then it is showcasing it in a very more interactive way, right? And you can actually meet other people, as you can see here, right? So this is some other guy in this area, right? So you could dance with them and have a party. So this is someone who's live and looking at this with me at the same time. All right. Oh, so they could wave, right? So they are dancing. So yeah, and then this is the experience. So I do see a great potential here in the future. But basically, yeah, interestingly, this has nothing to do with NFTs. I don't think this is an NFT experience, but it is a metaverse experience. And this is what BMW is doing, riding on immersive experiences, okay, and a multiplayer experiences, which is something that isn't really done a lot in the past before COVID or something before the pandemic, right? So yeah, this is the news I want to share with you about BMW. Moving on to your next news, Coinbase freezes hiring and will rescind accepted job offer, right? So basically, the crypto crash and fear of a crypto winter have prompted Coinbase to get even more aggressive in cutting costs. So in order to cut costs, right, and also making a 430 million loss in Q1, Coinbase will take a more stringent measure in hiring. So what they're saying is that if they have previously given you an offer, they would rescind the offer in order to cut costs. But at the same time, they will no longer hire people. So it shows that even crypto companies aren't exempt from this, bear market, right? Even crypto company can make losses, right? And unfortunately, people who apply for that, who got a job offer, is unable to work anymore because they have this new policy, which is kind of sad to see. I just wanted to bring reality to you, just to show you the recent news. So just to let you know that there is a reason why the market is like this, right? It is not because people are driving the prices down, but in general the macro environment looks bad. People are very nervous about the interest rate hikes and stuff like that. So next news, interesting news. Johnny Depp, as we all know, as we have been seeing on our news feed, has won his defamation suit, right? So basically what happened is that, for those of you who do not know, Johnny Depp has an NFT project which uses an NFT as an acronym called Never Fear Truth, right? So Never Fear Truth is a collection where Johnny Depp, draws different paintings and stuff like that, and it's randomly generated of his friends and family members, not family members, but close friends, portraits, and then sells them as NFT, where you have access to the Discord chat and stuff like that. So he has won his defamation suit, and at the same time, due to that, the price rally, okay? So the 385. So the problem with this NFT collection a while back when it's launched, right? Was that it didn't sell out, right? It was a 10,000 NFT project, but then it only sold out 3,850, and then back then the price was around 0.3, right? So so even the price went lower than 0.3, which is the mint price. People thought it was expensive, but now they are trading at a floor price of 0.52. So that is why I think definitely his defamation trial and his winning of his trial was able to help his project to have some price increase, right? So if you have been looking into this news and if you have bought, congratulations. But it really shows you that how NFTs prices could be driven by the teams themselves, or if it's a celebrity, it will definitely have impact on the prices of the NFT. So another news related to celebrities and NFTs as well. Binance and the Weeknd launch a crypto-powered world tour, which is pretty interesting. The Weeknd will launch various NFT collections as Binance come aboard after hours till dawn concert tour, right? So basically, crypto Binance, exchange Binance will sponsor the musician with the Weeknd's upcoming world tour. So this is actually pretty cool. I've never seen a crypto exchange sponsor a world tour, right? And the partnership will feature multiple NFT initiatives, as well as a $2 million donation to the Artist XO Humanitarian Fund, right? So I think this is good because it'll bring more exposure to crypto, and and it shows that the Weeknd has been into the NFT space for some time, right? They also have been in board of directors of Autograph, which is an NFT platform co-founded with NFL star Tom Bradley and stuff like that. So it is interesting, right? To see the Weeknd also invested in Every Realm, a firm that invests in develops NFT land properties in the Metaverse video games like the Sandbox and Decentraland. So it shows that crypto is here to stay. There is going to be more and more presence, and because they have so much money, they could sponsor different type of things, right? Which is like worldwide concerts as well. So it'll be interesting to see how Binance could use Web3 elements into this concert. Will they have NFT concert tickets? Will they have NFT merchandise? Will they have NFT souvenirs, Metaverse wearables, whatever related to the Weeknd? We'll have yet to see, right? But it is interesting. But there is some negative news as well. Recently, I think one of the biggest headlines would be the New York State Senate passes Bitcoin mining moratorium, right? So basically, the bill, once approved by Governor Katie Hochul, will make New York the first state in the US to put a moratorium on crypto mining. So what does moratorium means, right? So they approved, the New York State Senate approved a controversial proof of work mining ban. So it is a mining ban bill that will prohibit any new Bitcoin mining operations in the state. So if there is some new companies that want to get into the New York, and it's from the New York, and if they want to mine, provide proof of work mining machines or stuff like that, or conduct business in proof of work, it will be banned, right? So basically, it was the mining ban was first passed by the state assembly in April last month, right? It aims to prohibit any new mining operation in the state for the next 2 years. Now the bill is headed for the governor's office, which once approved will make New York the first state in the US to place a moratorium on the cryptocurrency mining. All right. So basically, it seems like that the bill will not only prohibit new mining operations, but also refuse the renewal of licenses to those who are already operating in the state, right? Any new proof of work mining operation in the state could only operate if you use 100% renewable energy, right? So if you are a operation, you need to use 100% renewable energy, which is good, right? Because we want Bitcoin to become more and more green. But at the same time, this ban could definitely have some impact on the crypto price, right? It is definitely gonna affect the Bitcoin price in general, right? But you look at this, if this is successful, right? If we look at this article, the European Parliament proposed a similar proof of work mining ban, however, an amended proposal to remove the ban and make going public scrutiny, right? So what people are saying is that expert believes that the New York decision to ban proof of work mining would create a domino effect and other states might follow. And the US is currently the world leader in Bitcoin mining hash rate, accounting for 38% of the network's mining power. So this is definitely something that we should keep an eye on. Not to be over bearish, but look at Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum is also proof of work, right? So they only have a chance, the only way for them to survive in a sense, if they want to still conduct business in the US, New York, to have the mining operation, is to make it proof of stake. So hopefully their merge would be successful. Their transition from proof of work would become proof of stake by the end of this year. But it is an interesting news to see how if this is passed into law, what type of domino effect it will have, right? Because once this is passed into law, I think there must be some impact on the price, especially those that is proof of work, right? So I think all of this bearish news and stuff like that, and fear, uncertainty, doubt is definitely driving the price down, because we are at the low point, right? The RSI is at low point right now, right? So But it doesn't mean that people are not into NFTs, right? It doesn't mean that the industry is dead, right? Warner Brothers and Nifty to launch Looney Tunes story bolstered by NFTs, right? So on Thursday, Warner Brothers announced that it was collaborating with the non-fungible token focused social media platform Nifty, and at the end of June, the two will launch a story-driven NFT collection called Looney Tunes What's Up Block, right? The upcoming NFT will tell a unique Looney Tunes storyline and also celebrate the characters' 80th anniversary, right? So it will be a program that will leverage non-fungible tokens. Okay, it is done by Warner Brothers and also the NFT-centric social media firm Nifty. Okay, it is interesting to see. So they're gonna feature these NFTs. Rewards and benefits include special access to Looney Tunes merchandise, access to virtual meet and greets alongside never before seen content, so exclusive content, right? And new NFT drops, right? So it seems like this is not the one NFT collection, but in the future they are gonna plan different type of NFTs in the future with Nifty, right? So Warner Brothers and Nifty. So keep an eye on this. Warner Brothers is a big studio in the space, right? So talking about studio and talking about NFTs, I did mention that what if Love, Depp, Robot animation companies or the animation studio launch their own NFT because these animation studios are very high quality animation studios, it would be such a cool project, right? And guess what? This is happening. Love, Death, and Robots creator Phil Gelatt to develop blockchain TV series. So it's similar to what we just saw just now, right? So this was just in. Anonymous Material is partnering with beloved Adore Demise robot creator Phil Gelatt to create Ghosts of the Deep. The new worldwide Web 3 animated series and recreation is set to arrive your way in summer season of 2022. So basically, it will be a first of its variety sci-fi journey. Okay, so with an enjoyment blend of house opera and horror tales, right? So the collection follows Captain Maya Shaw and her crew of misfit ghost hunters across the galaxy as they encounter all manners of supernatural phenomena. So I do think that, and also this NFT would be based mostly journey, will reward followers for exploring that universe together, unlocking episodes through enjoyable gameplay. So I think this would be a high quality NFT collection, right? The reason for this is because even the art themselves, right? Because for me personally, I enjoy Love, Death, Robots, right? I enjoyed it so much because it was so interesting, it was so entertaining, and I just liked it, right? I mean, it's just visually stunning. So I do believe that this NFT collection is gonna have really high quality, graphics, right, or art. So yeah, these high quality production studio house is entering the space. So definitely keep an eye on. And talking about high quality production studios and stuff like that, yesterday I actually spent the whole day trying to solve puzzles, right? For those of you who do not know, Candy Digital is now working with Netflix to create NFTs for Stranger Things, right? So in order to get one of the NFTs on the Palm blockchain, you have to solve a puzzle, and then you could, and you actually have an account, right? So I was solving this puzzle in Discord, and the thing that really amazes me is that a lot of people in NFT space is about, oh, I want to get NFTs, I want to be rich, I want to sell this NFT, I want to blah blah, Lambo tomorrow. But when I was in the Discord, because the people who were solving these puzzles, they aren't NFT native people, right? They don't have a digital wallet. They are just fans of Stranger Things, and they enter the Discord trying to help each other solve the puzzle. And I was at the voice chat, and I was asking them, hey, what do you guys think about NFTs? Is it cool? Digital collectibles? And then they were like, oh, we don't really care about the NFTs. We're just here to solve puzzle. We're here like 12 hours, just to solve the puzzle because we love Stranger Things. We're so excited to see Stranger Things do this. This is an engagement. This is fun. We can meet other type of fans, right? Like myself. And this is what I think should be the mentality of NFTs and Web3, right? We are like Netflix and all of these big companies. I think the approach of NFTs, digital collectibles, is not to create a cash grab, but it is to use this new technology, use the marketing tools of Web3, like Discord, community building tools like Discord, to really build communities, right? In the past, we could watch Stranger Things, we could talk about it on Facebook, Instagram, but there is no voice chat, there is no coordinated puzzle, stuff like that where we get rewarded, right? And NFTs, because it's so easily produced, should be as a way, as a token to, you know, build communities, to allow communities to have a shared common goal, to work towards a shared common goal and be rewarded. And I think that's the beauty of NFTs. The beauty of NFTs is not making a flip. Like, of course, making money is good, it's fun, but in a bear market like this, the beauty of NFTs is the ability of it being able to create communities. It is the ability to create fandom, right? Which is such a powerful thing that I saw yesterday. All of these kids, right? Some of them are kids. They don't care about the NFTs. They just want to solve the puzzle, right? So I think this is an amazing thing. And it is a good reminder that there's so much money in the space, but fundamentally it's about the people, it's about the community, it's about the fans, right? And from what I've seen, I'm not sure if this is a perfect case of building fans, but by creating a common shared experience which spans globally, it did link fans together, and I think it's such a beautiful thing. So yeah, that's it for today. Gone over time a little bit, but thank you for watching. This is your host Non-Fungible TC. Remember to come join the gallery opening, right? It is on Decentraland events, so if you come show your support, you wanna chat or something like that, you could definitely do that at the end of the events. So let me know. So this is your host Non-Fungible TC signing out.